Welcome to Nadis Eduk TV. We are in Statistics and Probability for Senior High School. Chapter 1, Random Variables and Probability Distribution. Worksheet number 3. So the title of this worksheet, Mean of a Discrete Probability Distributions. Moving on to the learning competencies, we have 4 codes. The learner illustrates the mean and variance of a discrete random variable, calculates the mean and the variance of a discrete random variable, interprets the mean and variance of a discrete random variable, and solves problems involving mean and variance of probability distributions. Okay, so let's dive into the worksheet number 3, the mean of a discrete probability distribution. Directions: A. Complete the table below and find the mean of the following probability distribution. So we have 5. Number 1, we have here the random variable 1, 6, 11, 16, 21, and the probability of 1, 7, 1, 7, 3, 7, 1, 7, and 1, 7. Number 2, we have the random variable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the probability of 3 tenths, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 2 tenths, and 2 tenths respectively. And number 3, we have the random variable 3, 6, 8, 10 with the probability of 0.15, 0.35, 0.40, and 0.10. Number 4, we have the probability of 1, 3, 5, 7 with the corresponding probability of 4 ninths, 2 ninths, 1 ninth, and 2 ninths respectively, while on 5 we have the random variable 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 with the probability of 0.10, 0.23, 0.25, 0.36, and 0.06 respectively. Let's move to letter B, perform me. So directions: do the following. Number 1, find the mean of the probability distribution of the random variable x, which can take only the values 1, 2, and 3, given that the probability of 1 equals 10 over 10, the probability of 2 is equal to 1/3, and the probability of 3 is 12 over 33. Number 2, find the mean of the probability distribution of the random variable x, which can take only the values 3, 5, and 7, given that the probability of 3 is equals to 7 over 30th, probability of 5 equals 1/3, and the probability of 7 equals 13 over 30th. Still under B, perform me. Number 3, find the mean of the probability distribution of the random variable x, which can take only the values 2, 4, 5, and 9. Given that the probability of 2 equals 2 over 20th, probability of 4 equals 1 over 20th, and the probability of 5 equals 1/5, and the probability of 9 equals 3 over 10th. Number 4, find the mean of the probability distribution of the random variable x if the probability is equals to 1/10 for some random variables 1, 2, 3, up to 10. Number 5, find the mean of the probability distribution of the random variable x if the probability is equal to the quotient of x plus 1 and 20 for some random variable of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Under letter C, solve me. Directions: solve the following problems. Number 1, the probabilities of a machine manufacturing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 defective parts in one day are 0.75, 0.17, 0.04, 0.025, 0.01, and 0.005 respectively. Find the mean of the probability distribution. Number 2, a bake shop owner determines the number of boxes of pandesal that are delivered each day. Find the mean of the probability distribution shown. If the manager stated that 35 boxes of pandesal were delivered in one day, do you think that this is a believable claim? So here is now the random variables, or the number of boxes x: 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39, while the probability of that random variables, we have 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.30, 0.10 respectively. And for the number 3, the following table gives the probabilities that a probation officer will receive 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 reports of violations on any given day. Find the mean. Again, we have here the table of the random variables and the probability. For this part, reflection, directions. Reflect on the lesson that you have learned and provide answers to the following questions. Number 1, what are the steps in computing the mean of a probability distribution of a random variable? How it is similar to the procedure in finding the mean of a frequency distribution? Number 2, compare the formulas for finding the mean of a frequency distribution and that of a probability distribution. We move now to broadening. So here, the directions. So this is a class activity for the whole class. Solve the problems. Your output will be assessed using the rubrics. So at the end, you will be assessed using the rubrics for the class. Each student should perform the following experiment 20 times. So toss 5 coins and observe the number of heads that will occur. The possible values of x, or the number of heads in a 5-coin tosses, are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each student should keep track of the number of times each outcome is observed and combine his or her results with those of the rest of the class to construct the following table. Here is now the table for the activity. The first column consists of the number of heads, x, or the random variable. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next column will be the frequency of occurrence. So this will be a combined output or outcome of each student or your member or the class. Then relative frequency. Relative frequency of occurrence divided by total number of times the coin was tossed. So you should do the approximate probability. And the last part is the actual probability, or the probability of px. And then later we will going to compare. So below that table, compare the approximate probability values and the actual probability values. So answer this question. How would you make the approximate probability values very close to the actual probability values? Here is now the rubrics for scoring the class activity. So area of assessment, the content, the comparison, justification, and the table presentation. So for excellent, which is 3 points, under the content for the experiment clearly show the frequency of occurrence, while in comparison, the approximate probability values and the actual probability values was successfully compared. Under justification, answers to the questions are reasonable. Then table presentation, the probability distribution table and the combined results of the data is complete. So beyond this, you will you will have a point of 2 and 1 for the poor. Okay guys, that ends our worksheet. If you need reference, here the reference are provided. Thank you. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, add comments on this video. Thank you very much. And for further information, the author is already here, the name, the address, and the purpose of this material. Thank you very much.